Hello everyone and welcome to the map Waterfall. Joining me here in the bottom left in yellow, it is the Zerg champion, the finisher, ranked number 1 in the world per Legalac. It is Serral. And in the upper right, landing with the purple command center, the challenger, ranked number 2, it is Maru. Where's the barracks going? It's here. Alright, barracks at home. The man, the myth, the Maru versus the Serral. What a treat. I got my good collar on today, guys, because look who's playing. I gotta dress up, right? See what is in store for today. How's the OV action cam doing so far, guys? Lovely vegetation out here. The Overlord, a little bit of a, water collision there. Does he hit the tree? The tree gives way. Trees, they bend for the wind, yes, so that they don't break as easily. But do they bend for overlords? The Ovi's not going very quickly. Will he break the tree if he makes contact? It's an interesting prospect, a good premise. The questions nobody is asking. Everything's looking dreadfully normal, painfully standard, minus the Reaper, of course. You don't have to go for a Reaper. No, you can go Marine first, it's fine. Usually indicates some sort of more Marine heavy build, like a 2-1-1. I'm sure Serral's feeling a little bit of relief. No Reaper shenanigans will be occurring this game. This OV pathing, though, he sent it out to the middle of the map and then over. Maru. I'm guessing proxy barracks occurred already within the series. Reactor not flipping around. Oh, Zergling gonna get... No, does not get far enough up the ramp. He only sees the natural command center, and you say, well, at least I know you've expanded at all. Not building 8 barracks somewhere randomly out on the map. Hellion into Widow Mine with reactored Marines, so it is definitely going to be a Marine heavy opener. Very curious, though. Serral, how's the Zerg build going? If you know anything about Zerg builds, you should say, well, there's some hatcheries and, quite a few drones, and that's about all we would expect to see at the 3:30 time mark, of course. No, my eyes are on Maru's base right now. What is going on here? I wouldn't expect either of them to do something unusually crazy. Certainly against each other. I mean, as crazy as you would get, I would wager something like a proxy barracks. Something a little aggressive. But this, a Marine mine drop with 3 Hellions? Very curious. Ovi gets in here, does a little bit of scouting. Medevac boosting into the main base. Lings giving chase, following as closely as they dare. Widow Mine. Excellent splitting by Serral, only losing 1 drone. Hellions staved away by the gang of queens. Creep spread will continue. The Overlord in peril. Traumatic day for the Overlord. Gonna need some therapy. Who does therapy within the Zerg swarm? Which unit would you say is the most therapeutic? Not quite sure that's the right word for it. The Infestor, I mean, you know, I'd say the Infestor's probably the best bet, because you can get Neural Parasite, and then the Infestor tells you to feel better. Just tells you how to feel. Boom. Trauma solved. Stress averted. Sounds efficient. Which would be good for Abathur, right? Hellions, Marines, Raven going to join up. I love the Raven being here. Oh my goodness. Lings trying to get a surround Widow Mine. Shooting at the Lings going to do some damage to the Terran forces. Medevac picked off. One thing I will say is the control and the confidence from these players. He's canceling bases with this ragtag band of forces. It's what? 5 Hellions he had? 10 Marines? A Widow Mine? What kind of attack force is that? There's no way. You give me those forces? Not only am I not confident in moving out, but I will lose everything. Just, no way. The control, the confidence from players of this caliber. Impressive. Serral opting to try and double expand. Now, he knows that cancel sets him back ever so slightly. Maru taking the 3rd base. Compositions looking like Marine tank so far. Heavy bio focus, of course. Likely see the mech or ghost transition later on if the game goes into the lurker ghost stage. Serral with the mandatory Lingbane. It's the only way to be efficient, really, against a Bio-Terran. You can get it done with Roach, Hydra, Lurker, sure, but it's much more difficult. And nothing sounds quite so sweet like Banelings connecting to Marines, right, Zerg players? I don't know, Siege Tank audio is pretty good too. Terran players, you get Siege Tank audio, that's quite nice. Zerg gets the Baneling connection audio. What about Protoss though? I don't know, their lasers are kind of satisfying. Void Rays, Colossi. The Disruptor shot. There we go. We got it. Disruptor. Nova connecting. Siege tanks set up beautifully behind the bridge here, however, Serral ready with the flank. A little bit of a pre-split. Marines pressuring the hatchery. Queens offering as much support as they can. Serral goes in with the flank. Baneling speed is done. 1-1 is finished, and this attack is cleaned up easily with barely a sweat. Additional Banelings morphing in. Serral pushing out on the map now, aggressive. SCVs evacuated. Fair amount of Marines, not nearly enough though. Good targeting on the Bane. Siege tank trying to take those out before they connect with the Marines. Depots chewed apart. Did they eat the metal or did they just break it, rip it apart? Do Zerglings even eat? So yes, they eat Marines. Oh, we don't want to talk about that. Excellent pickup from Maru. Luckily the 3rd CC was not lost. Would have been much worse to have actually lost the base. Excellent scout here. Unfortunate loss of the Overseer, but Maru cleaning that up handily. Extra factory. Show me some mech. Banelings, very scary. Trying to find some damage. He's trying to find an opening, it feels. And it's just not really working out. He's actually adding on 3 more barracks. Huh. An interesting choice. Really, Maru. Serral sees you, you know, medevacs. He's trying to keep Serral distracted. making sure the focus is on the Zerg side of the map while you build up your more important ingredients to the army. More siege tanks, more marines. He's getting infrastructure set up. Serral opting for the bee swarm strategy here. Set your Zerglings on patrol. Medevacs, can we even... barely. We can barely get over there and see them. Oh, got a cancel or a kill on this hatchery. I would presume a cancel, knowing it is Serral, of course. Siege tanks set up for defense. A lot of marines here, but the Zerglings still going in. They get on top of the bio. Siege tank friendly fire, aiding the swarm in this engagement. Queens set up to try and repel the medevacs. And Serral is maxed out, readying his next wave. Vipers, I saw Vipers in production. There they are, getting their drink, getting the nice energy drink ready to go. What's going to be the Viper play, guys? Blinding Cloud, Abduct. These tanks are very well spread. Blinding Cloud, not quite as efficient. Might go with the Abduct strategy. Drinking from a spore. Oh, did he parasitic bomb the medevacs? Yes. Oh, he abducted it. Still beautiful. And then drinking from the spore crawler. I'm not sure I've ever seen somebody choose a spore. Going to die. That drone gave his life to be an energy drink. Was that the ambition the whole time? Who are we to say? Maru, are you going into turtle mode? So we're past the 10-minute mark, and I was not able to break the Zerg, so I'm just going to sit here. Make you break me. Such a Terran attitude. I didn't get my way in the first 10 minutes, so now I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna fold my arms, make you figure it out. Serral says, alright, that's fine. How about 80 Banelings rolling in? Blinding clouds set on the tanks. Banelings connecting with SCVs and the planetary. The base crumbles. 10 SCVs falling. A little bit of counterplay over here. Maru gets a kill on the hatchery. Blood for blood. Base for base. An eye for an eye. Equality and balance in all things. Blue flame. Yes, that's my transition. Blue flame on the way. It feels like Maru is trying to go into the mech with only 2 factories. He's getting some ghosts. Ghost bio siege tank. Doesn't really ring like ghost mech. Pushing out on the map. That is one nice thing, I suppose, about sticking with a little bit of the bio forces, is it's not nearly as risky to move out on the map and try and get some damage. As long as you keep a few medevacs for pickups, like he just did, you can still move out. And then the siege tanks and the ghosts can try and help out for defense. Feels fine. No major complaints. Couple changelings spotted instantly. There will be no imposters here. Space them. Spire. I would love to see a greater. Parasitic bomb used on the medevacs. Does it die? No, he repairs it. Oh, excellent. Getting the medevac some medical help right away. Not even going to lose it. The confidence, though. He kept the Marines in the medevac. Like, if you lose that, all of those Marines die. Not sure about that risk, that confidence. Pathogen glands. Spire burrow. Getting all... Yoink. Medevacs cleaned up. Vipers proving to be worth their weight in gold. Maru, this base is not quite ready for you. Creep tumor. Creep tumor. There we go. Freedom zones established. Purple colored freedom, of course. And now able to pressure this base. This hatchery is very low. Siege tank set up in range of the drones, in range of the base. Zerglings going to wrap around from both sides. Banelings connecting to everything that they possibly can. Still going. Serral not giving up any ground if he can. He did lose the base, but the base was already red health. A strong gust of wind would have destroyed that base. Ambitious creep spreading. I feel like you trying to spread creep tumors in visibility of the Terran. You're practically in range. Zergling, Baneling wrapping around yet again. Serral with just wave after wave of pressure here. Banelings connecting onto Marines. SCVs even dying. And beautiful blinding clouds. I'm sorry, 156 Zerglings in production. God, what is that? 78 larvae? Jeez. Serral, keeping up with those injects. You gotta keep up with your macro, guys. How many... Can I just take a second to see how many of these actually have a queen on them? All but one. He's keeping up with injects on all but one of those hatcheries. The next wave already prepared. Blinding Cloud used again on the tanks. Ling Bane just continuing the push forward. Maru just not able to secure the base. Banelings. Oh, they go for the planetary. 25 SCVs have fallen. And that is another 2 bases down for the Terran. Serral opting to expand. Look at this. Creep spread. The real estate value of the Terran's base is really going downhill. Can't quite get the ghost. But he keeps getting the bases. Show me resources lost. Yes, that looks about right. You're playing Lingbane. You're supposed to be inefficient. The important thing is you keep destroying the bases. Income in favor of the Zerg. Not interested in breaking this base. The main focus is definitely on the left side over here. Likely just because this is where the money is right now. Here we go. Another wave ready to go. Lingbane rolling in. Hydras even offering some support. He's not going for lurkers. Opting instead to go for just plain Hydralisks. Oh, excellent snipes. Save the base. Will it burn? It will not. Maru. Better than your average Platinum Leaguer going to save the base from burning. These drones actually able to mine in peace. Does Maru know? Oh, well, he's got a sensor tower. You know it's an odd situation when you have a sensor tower detecting enemy workers. Liberator set up shop. Creep tumor annihilated. Drones have to be evacuated. Serral unprepared for this surprise rotation from the Terran opponent. What's going on over here? Oh, just a few Zerglings. Defensive wave rolling in. Liberators not really going to offer much support against Ling Bane. Getting rid of the Hydras though. Siege tanks. Oh. He gets it, alright. Goes for the siege tank. The Lings over here were cleaned up. A few more SCVs have fallen. How we doing? Only 70. Only 70 workers have been killed. Banelings continue to roll into everything that they can. Thank God they can't jump up and hit air units, I suppose. Infestors. Does he have it? Oh, he does have it. Neural parasite. Hatchery destroyed. Siege tank. Ugh, friendly fire, man. Zerglings get on top of this defensive siege tank, going to be chewed apart quickly with ease. Idle SCVs. Maru. The pressure's getting to him. What's the plan? He's trying to shift over to this side, take this base. Oh. Wait for it, ladies and gents, the neural. Zerglings get into this base. No defenses here. I'm trying to keep an eye on these infestors. Meanwhile, watching everything else going on. These two guys are everywhere. Good lord. The siege tank neural. It didn't actually work, though. Maru with the instant scan. Still, everything's going to be cleaned up. Everything's going to be picked off. I love it, though. What are you going to do? Base finishes Serral? I don't know about that. It's a lot of ghosts. I think he's going to lose the base, which is an unfortunate. What am I saying? He's going to lose the base. It's Serral. He said, no, I'll save it. I'm confident. I got it. Lings delaying this base as best they can. This one completely denied. I'm feeling Maru is up against the ropes. If the infestors burrow moving through water, does he get a bath? Beautiful EMP. He did it. Infestor closing the game for Serral. A game-winning Zerg EMP round. Not quite game-winning right at that moment. Serral's been denying bases for like 14 minutes straight. A very entertaining match. Be sure to let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed, guys. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day.